My name's Tecuma Sherman. I'm from the Belle Glade Public Library. The book I've chosen, my personal copy of The Golden Compass, the first in his Dark Material series by Philip Pullman. This has a bit of history with me. I'm originally from the Bahamas. It is very hard to get books over there. This is one of the first books I ever got with the Scholastic program that only used to come over every 2 to 3 months. Being it was out of the country, it was horrifically expensive, and I begged my mom quite a lot to put a little bit of money aside from the household budget to be able to get books from the Scholastic program, and this was one of them, so this means a lot to me. The book was challenged primarily because the entire series was due to the amount of violence it had in it. It was felt it wasn't appropriate for children. The Catholic League challenged the book series, saying that it promoted atheism and was anti-Christian. And I'm actually reading from one of the scenes that would have probably been considered anti-Christian. And it goes, "In one way, the church has always been aware of it. They've been preaching about dust for centuries, only they didn't call it by that name. But some years ago, a Muscovite called Boris Mikhailovich Ruskov discovered a new kind of elementary particle. You've heard of electrons, photons, neutrinos, and the rest? They're called elementary particles because you can't break them down any further. There's nothing inside them but themselves. Well, this new kind of particle was elementary, all right, but it was very hard to measure because it didn't react in any of the usual ways. The hardest thing for Ruskov to understand was why the new particle seemed to cluster to where human beings were as if it were attracted to us, and especially to adults. Children too, but not nearly so much until their daemons have taken a fixed form. During the years of puberty, they begin to attract dust more strongly, and it settles on them as it settles on adults. Now, all discoveries of this sort, because they have a bearing on the doctrines of the Church, have to be announced through the magisterium in Geneva. And this discovery of Ruskov's was so unlikely and strange that the inspector from the Constitutorial Court of Discipline suspected Ruskov of diabolic possession. He performed an exorcism in the laboratory, he interrogated Ruskov under the rules of the Inquisition, but finally they had to accept the fact that Ruskov wasn't lying or deceiving them. Dust really existed. That left them with the problem of deciding what it was. And given the Church's nature, there was only one thing they could have chosen. The magisterium decided that dust was the physical evidence for original sin. Do you know what original sin is? And that was an excerpt, again, taken from The Golden Compass by Philip Pullman.